What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today, we are using the Mega Glalie team once again with Mega Glalie, Tapu Bulu, Magnezone, Landorus, the Milotic, and Incineroar. Let's get started and play some games. So, if you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go checking them out. Really crazy stuff. The World Championship just ended earlier. I don't remember what day this is going up, but if you haven't seen it, highly recommend go check it out, the VODs and stuff. But let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of Worlds, who are you rooting for, etc. What country did you want to win? Does watching Worlds, did it inspire you to maybe compete? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be really interested to read all the comments and know your thoughts about the matter. Let's get started though. Glalie, Mega Glalie. It's been interesting. I didn't think that this set would do as much work as it's been doing, but it's done some work. As we find our first opponent, ORL from France. Wow. Both Tyranitar and Gigalith. Cresselia, Gigalith, Kartana, Tapu Fini, Tyranitar, and Nihilego. Triple Rock. Triple Rock. Okay. Tapu Bulu's good if I can get the bulk ups off and knock out the Nihilego. Landorus is good here. Incineroar is okay for the Intimidate. Magnezone's pretty good here. Milotic can put in some work, but I'm not exactly too sure. I don't think Glalie puts in work, unfortunately. Like, Triple Rock, I would say no thank you. I think Magnezone Landorus is actually a really good lead. It covers basically a lot of what my opponent can bring. I think Incineroar plus Bulu in the back. I think Bulu is going to be the way I win this game potentially. I got to set up Bulu correctly. I don't know what kind of tricks my opponent has, but it should be interesting. I mean, the way I'm going to win this game is by KOing the Nihilego. If my opponent's smart, you're going to preserve the Nihilego in this match. So we'll see how this is going to go. Because once I get rid of Nihilego and set up some bulk ups, I should be able to just run through my opponent's team. Unless there are a few hiccups, we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. Magnezone plus Landorus will lead here against my opponent's Tapu Fini Nihilego. So Nihilego does lead here. I don't know if it's Scarf, but Magnezone has a pretty good time against my opponent's team, I feel like. You're not going to Sludge Bomb a Landorus slot. That just sounds very sketchy right away. I don't know if you're going to Protect or anything. The Tapu Fini is not Scarf. We confirm. Well, actually, no. We don't know if it's not Scarf. But, yeah, I mean, probably can just go for the Gigavolt Havoc. I kind of want to just Flash Cannon the Nihilego, though, and get in Bulu. Because you could HP Ice here. Having a Grassy Terrain up is pretty huge for me. You can also threaten the Fini. I think I'm going to go Bulu here. Because the Grassy Terrain healing Magnezone is pretty good in this game. So I feel like having that recovery and healing my Magnezone is pretty important. And I want to scout what kind of Nihilego this is. If it is like a Scarf variant potentially. We're going to see the Fini withdraw here, which is okay for me. Going to be the Gigalith coming out. Okay. I do not mind that coming out. Just don't Sludge Bomb the Landorus slot. Please don't read this, or please don't go for it. I don't think there's a reason to go for it. HP Ice. Maybe a Trick Room. It is a Hidden Power Ice. Okay, so that's just going to go target down my Tapu Bulu. Not going to do too much damage. As we will get a Flash Cannon off into the Nihilego, which does have a special defense boost. So it is... Wow, that's bulky. Nihilego has a really high special defense stat. And yeah, that proves it. Jeez. Dealing with that Nihilego is going to be a bit hard, but I just hope it's not some kind... Okay, so you could HP Ice my Tapu Bulu. You could go for Sludge Bomb. There are a lot of potential plays my opponent can make now. I just don't know if you're Berry on the Nihilego. I mean, you have Hidden Power Ice. I would not assume you have Berry. I do want to go for a Flash Cannon again, and I think I want to go out into my Incineroar. Incineroar is kind of expendable. Yeah, I think Incineroar is kind of expendable. So I'll go Incineroar. I don't want to take a Sludge Bomb, and I don't want my Hidden Power, my opponent go for Hidden Power Ice. Expecting a read. We're going to see Kartana come in. Okay, that doesn't like Flash Cannon. And Incineroar is a pretty good switch here. So I'll gladly take that. I wonder what the Gigalith is going for. Don't tell me it's Tectonic Rage Gigalith or like all that pummeling. If it's all out pummeling, I might actually survive because of the Intimidate, but don't be Tectonic Rage. I don't know if Gigalith gets Stomping Tantrum either. We'll find out. Flash Cannon going to come out, target down the Kartana. So some big damage on that Kartana. Ooh, that's big damage. It is Z. Okay, it's just Rock him. I mean, that probably just blows away my... yeah, that probably just blows away my Landis, but I think that's a fine trade here. So Continental Crush going to come out. This should target down my Incineroar. How much is this doing? It is a knockout. No surprise there. Critical hit. Bit unfortunate, but whatever. The unfortunate part is I never got to see the speed tier of Nihilego. Like, the speed tier of Nihilego is so crucial in this game. I will go Landers here and just Earth Power and throw off a Flash Cannon. So again, Intimidate off. This Kartana is at -2. So I wonder what the last Pokemon is. Oh yeah, it's Tapu Fini. We saw all 4 of my opponent's Pokemon. Never mind. I'm going to Flash Cannon the Gigalith and just Earth Power the Kartana slot. I could Thunderbolt expecting maybe Fini wanting to come in, but I think it's alright just to go for the Earth Power here. I have Bulu as a switch in if my opponent doesn't go out into the Nihilego, so I think it's okay here. But yeah, I gotta really focus on... Okay, Kartana going to detect, which is fine because I'm being set up for a double knockout the next turn probably. I know it's not a weakness policy on the Gigalith, so I can just Flash Cannon, no problem. Although Gigalith has high special defense, I think Flash Cannon should still be a 2 KO even through the grassy terrain and the sand. Yep. Earthquake. Okay, that's like -2. That's -2, and in grassy terrain, that's not doing anything to Magnezone. I actually did more than expected still, but I mean, that's still A-okay for me. And yeah, as long as I keep Landers alive, I'm good. I go for the Flash Cannon into the Gigalith slot, and I Earth Power the Kartana slot. I could also do it the other way. Oh no, I could see Kartana switching out into the Tapu Fini, which is why I'm thinking of going for Thunderbolt in that slot. Or a Gigavolt. I think I'd rather just Thunderbolt the Kartana and Earth Power. I mean, Kartana's at -2. I think it does switch out. It doesn't switch out. Okay. So I'm just going to be able to get a knockout into the Gigalith slot. That means Kartana gets a free attack here. That's not worth it for me. I'm really surprised. I thought Kartana could have done well. Tailwind goes up. Okay, maybe that's why my opponent decided to do that. I do get a Thunderbolt off into the Kartana. So Kartana goes down, which is worth. Still going to be an interesting endgame. The sand is going to wear out soon, though. And once sand wears out, Nihilego's in range of my Flash Cannon. Gigavolt's coming to Fini's way. I don't think my opponent has a way that can knock out my Magnezone because of the fact that it's Z-move on the Gigalith. Tapu Fini can't go for a Z-move. Nihilego will come out. I'm just going to double back into Bulu. This grassy terrain is so useful for my Magnezone. And Magnezone's the way I can win this game. And yeah, I'm just going to Z-move the Tapu Fini. I try to pick up a knockout here. I don't care. My opponent reads the Bulu switch and goes for like Sludge Bomb. It's the last turn of Sandstorm too, so I'll be able to Flash Cannon this Nihilego for a knockout soon. And at this point, Tapu Fini is the one that can do the most damage to my Magnezone. So the best play for me here is just to go for the Z move, try to knock out the Tapu Fini, bring out my Bulu, my Tapu Bulu. I might be able to proc Berry too. Let's see what my opponent's going for. Maybe a Protect. Protect Sludge Bomb would probably be the worst case, but we're just going to see the Him Power Ice again. So I should be able to proc my Berry here. Yep. Bulu will survive. And let's see. Muddy Water going to come out into the Tapu Bulu. It misses the Tapu Bulu. Here comes the Muddy Water. I will be able to get the Gigavolt Havoc off into the Tapu Fini slot, which will be able to pick up a knockout into the Tapu Fini slot, and then the Nihilego will be able to finish off this game. I mean, the Magnezone will be able to finish off this game. I do have Bulu. Like, this time, Nihilego's not going to survive any one hit, so I'll be able to draw off a Flash Cannon into the Nihilego, because Sandstorm's going to end, so Flash Cannon will be able to pick up the knockout. And Nihilego can't even touch Magnezone in the first place. So, Flash Cannon here as Sandstorm subsides. Heals with the grassy terrain, but I just double target the Nihilego. And that would be game. So, yeah, Flash Cannon and Horn Leech. Yep, and that'll be game. Hidden Power once again, maybe trying to expect my landers, but it doesn't cover anything. As Horn Leech should be able to finish off the Nihilego. Yes, it does, and that would be good game to my opponent. So overall, I think the game was, as I said before, it came down to targeting the Nihilego. Apparently, Nihilego never became the threat. I thought Bulu was going to be the MVP, but overall, Magnezone was just able to do so much work. My opponent didn't have much for Magnezone in this game. Okay, so we're back, and I might be telling a bit of a story. So during the video, you might have noticed that the audio, there might have been a few audio down, and that's because of the fact that apparently someone was knocking on my door. It ended up being the cops. They ended up telling me the cops were outside, and it was like related to an accident that happened. When you're watching this video, it happened about a week ago, but just my neighbor's dogs were like a bit on the loose. They came running out of his house. I was walking on the sidewalk. They came up aggressively barking and then just ended up biting my leg. So yeah, it's something about that incident. So I had to confirm some stuff. And we're back. So yeah. Let's just see how we're gonna go though. Overall, I still remember the game. I think, yeah, like I thought Bulu was gonna be able to do work, but Magnezone just ended up putting in just the most work, I feel like. As we got our second opponent from Japan, 1683 rating. I can't even tell. Oh no, not a Gengar Kommo stuff again. Cause I feel like this is an auto loss. I feel like if literally they elite Kommo Clef, I can't do anything. Like, I realistically can't do anything. Okay, Pokemon I want to bring here. Milotic. Hey, we take those. My opponent DC'd. Okay. We'll be right back with the actual second game. Are we actually going to get a second game? I feel like every time, every time. Okay, we'll be right back for the second game of today's episode, it looks like. Okay, we got a 1672 rated player from South Korea. Hopefully as our second opponent. Really? What's with all the Gengar Kommo stuff? There's no, okay, Mimikyu Snorlax is also a really big issue because I don't feel like my team beats it either. Great. Yeah, this does not look fun at all. Milotic, Bulu, I think is my lead here. I would normally lead, or Glalie. But I lose to Mimikyu Snorlax if I lead Glalie here, so, not sure if that's worth. No, it's not worth it. I'd rather go with, I'd rather sacrifice not getting any damage off for something, yeah. This is gonna be tough. I think Glalie in the back and Landers. I think I'm gonna go to Kommo mode, but I can see the Mimikyu Snorlax mode as well. Like, it's gonna be frustrating. Because if my opponent brings both, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's see how this is gonna go for this matchup. So, I don't know how this is gonna go. It really depends on what my opponent leads here. If it's the Mimikyu Snorlax mode, I'm gonna try to bulk up right away. Maybe get a Scald Burn into the Snorlax slot. But, yeah, it's not looking too good here. As we're going to see the Mimikyu Snorlax mode. Yep, so it is the Mimikyu Snorlax mode. We will try to Scald Burn the Snorlax right away. So maybe Tapu Bulu can survive an attack here. We'll find out. Grassy Surge. I do have Superpower. I don't think Superpower will knock out. Depends on this Mimikyu set as well. I have no idea what the item is. We'll bulk up and we'll go for Scald. Snorlax could protect here. My opponent could try to play defensive. We'll find out. But yeah, like, I have no other play. I gotta try to get the Scald Burn on Snorlax, and if I don't get the Scald Burn, we're in a bit of trouble. Let's see. Bulk up. Also, if it's Kommo in the back, we're also in trouble if we lose Milotic. Bulk up. So it looks like it's just a Trick Room here and probably a Belly Drum. So Scald. Can we get the burn on Snorlax? Would be nice. Nice. Okay, sweet. Psycho. What? I'm so confused right there. I'm so confused right there. Okay. Huh? What? Okay, I don't know what that play was. I'm gonna superpower the Snorlax and Scald the Mimikyu because it covers the Incineroar switch. Snorlax is gonna protect. I'm guessing Mimikyu is gonna go on the offense here. I mean, +1 Hornleech might be able to knock out the Mimikyu, but it is bulky, it looks like. It's definitely slow, Mimikyu. Get a Scald off. If we get a burn... Oh, we keep getting the burns out here, my boys. We keep getting the burns out here. Here comes the, guessing it's the Psych Up? No, it's a Trick Room again. Okay. Okay, I have to target down the Mimikyu slot. Luckily, the burn on Snorlax is absolutely huge. Both burns are really huge here. We'll go for the Hornleech into the Mimikyu slot. And Incineroar, I think, is the safe switching. I don't have Incineroar, I have Landorus. That's a misplay on my part. I mean, Bulu with +1. Snorlax is burned. I think we should be able to live. Attacks here from my opponent. I'm just going to go for the Scald and Hornleech. I can't let Mimikyu set up. I feel Mimikyu setting up is actually more dangerous than Snorlax. Frustration going to come out into the Bulu, +1. That does nothing. Oh my lord, that did nothing. Bulk up, Snorlax coming in. I mean, bulk up Tapu Bulu putting some work. Scald into the Mimikyu. That's a min speed Mimikyu, by the way. Hornleech. I wasn't sure if it would be able to knock out by itself with the Hornleech, so I do feel like it is the play just to go for the Hornleech into Mimikyu. Mimikyu goes down here. We'll find out what my opponent decides to bring out. I'm guessing it's the... Incineroar? Maybe Kommo-o? I don't know. If it's Kommo-o, I just superpower to Snorlax and I'm in a good spot. Bulu gonna come out. Okay. Man, Incineroar would be so good here. I'm just saying, Incineroar would actually be amazing right here. I think I can just bulk up with my Tapu Bulu again. I think bulking up with my Tapu Bulu is worth it here. The reason I want to bulk up with Tapu Bulu is because Snorlax still can't pick up a knockout immediately. The problem is, do I sack Glalie in the future? We'll find out. If you send out Bulu first, you might be trying to get rid of my Milotic, so maybe you can bring out the Incineroar. Frustration going to go out into Tapu Bulu slot, which is not picking up knockouts. Bulk up again. I'm slower than my opponent's Tapu Bulu, and the superpower is really crucial here. Hornleech going to go out into the Milotic slot, okay. And I think I just superpower here, and I go out on the Landorus. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, Landorus seems fine here. And the superpower targeting down the Snorlax. I don't know what kind of Bulu this is, though. I don't know. I can't tell if it's Scarf or not. Match is going to be forfeit. Wow. Bulk up Tapu Bulu, putting in some work. The Scald Burn was absolutely huge. We needed the Scald Burn in order to come through in that game. Not on the Mimikyu. The Mimikyu apparently didn't really matter. I just don't get the Psych Up play turn 1. Like, what did Psych Up accomplish? Maybe my opponent wanted to set up Trick Room immediately. I'm not really too sure. I don't get what the Psych Up play was. Trick Room was fine. Psych Up, though? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it would have ended the same, I think. If we went for Trick Room Belly Drum, if I got the burn, I got a bulk up, I probably just Scald Hornleech the Mimikyu slot, but then it comes down to how bulky is that Mimikyu. Can it live a +1 Hornleech in the terrain? Which I feel like it might be able to, depending on if it's like a huge amount of defense. Because it would make a lot of sense because of the fact that, you know, Mimikyu is a Pokemon that can survive to live like Cortana's Smart Strike. So I don't know. I think it really comes down to spreads there, but it could have just been max HP, max attack, and I think if that's the case, I might have just been able to knock out the Mimikyu with the Hornleech. Who knows? But right now, we're finding the third game of today's episode. Some really short games, which is surprising because the previous episodes we've had some really long games. I feel like so. Hopefully, it doesn't really turn out into a really long game like the last times. But yeah, I think I don't know. Glalie didn't get to shine. I want Glalie to shine. Glalie. We face Sand and we face Kommo-o. I mean, it could have done well against Kommo-o if Kommo-o was in the back. Glalie definitely could have put in work there. But we are going to find the 1659 rated player from South Korea. Please no Kommo-o again. Okay, it's not a Kommo-o. That might be worse, though, because I don't like this matchup. Charizard, Heatran, Cresselia, Tyranitar, the Landorus variant, and Tapu Koko. If it's weakness policy Tyranitar, I don't like this matchup at all. Also, man, Heatran's a big threat. I don't think I can bring Glalie. Free Strike doesn't do anything. Super Fang could help, but I'm not sure how useful it is. I don't think it's Calm Mind Cresselia, at least on this team, because it does have a Tyranitar. So probably just a Trick Room support, or maybe Icy Wind. Incineroar plus... I think Landis plus Magnezone's pretty decent here. I do kind of want to bring Milotic, since I think Milotic can provide a lot of control. But I think Bulu's really good here because against Coco, against Landorus. Because Landorus I'm going to need another check for. I mean, Milotic can do the same though. But I think Bulu with bulk up and the superpower threat can knock out Tyranitar and do a lot to the Heatran. I think it's still worth it. Because I think knocking out Tyranitar could be a big thing I need with this team. With the Pokemon I'm bringing. So let's see what my opponent's going to bring out. Will be the third game of today's episode. Third game of today's episode. Unless I said that already. I don't know. My mind's a bit fuzzy right now. This is what happens when you disturb me in my recording mood, people. Heatran and Cresselia are going to lead here. Against my Landorus and Magnezone, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to play ally switch games. I don't want to play that. I also really don't... This is a weird lead. Okay, I think I want a U-turn. Okay, now I have safe plays, actually. I'm going to protect my Magnezone. I'm not taking a risk. I'm going to U-turn out the Cresselia. I'm worried about Substitute coming out from the Heatran. Like, that would be the one play I think that can screw me over. But every other play I think this covers. Ally Switch it covers. It covers just attacks. Because I'm going to U-turn out Incineroar and Protect so I can fake out the Heatran and potentially get a sub-up. Having a sub-up would be really huge so I can throw off maybe a Gigavolt Havoc or a Thunderbolt just for damage into Heatran. I think that'd be really worth it here. So, Heatran going to Protect. Okay. Man, I could get a free sub-up this turn, but I don't think that's worth it at all. Magnezone will Protect here. Heatran faster than Magnezone, no surprise there. So it's not min-speed Heatran. We will be able to get a U-turn off in the Cresselia. Damage is damage. So every bit of chip on a Cresselia that doesn't have Moonlight is useful. I don't know if this is Moonlight. There's a Tyranitar, so I'm not sure. We'll go Incineroar. Incineroar is in a decent spot. Okay. I could see Landis trying to come in, which is why I think Substitute is a really good play here. Ice Beam is going to be fired off in a Landis, which makes sense. No freeze, which is good. I'll go for that Substitute, and I'll go for the fake out into the Heatran. Because Cresselia can't threaten any of my Pokemon. Like, Cresselia's not threatening a single mount. I'll fake out the Heatran. I could see Landers coming in for either one of my opponent's slots here, but it looks like no switch out. So fake out into Heatran, and flinch, and Ice Beam. Maybe trying to cover for the Lander switch. Ice Beam and Magnezone doesn't do anything. I guess Substitute off, which is good. I mean, I'll draw off the Gigavolt Havoc if I really need to, and I don't see a reason not to draw off the Gigavolt Havoc. Because I feel like you might be inclined to try to break my sub. So I'll go for knockoff and a Gigavolt. If I can get rid of Heatran, that's great for my Bulu. That's one of the fire types. We're going to see the ally switch. Okay. Which is not exactly the greatest situation for me. We are going to see the Heat Wave come out. Surprise ally switch. I mean, I'm going to get rid of Cresselia, which isn't too bad. Crit to Cresselia for using ally switch, please. Nope. I should just Thunderbolted. I guess not going for the Z move was a little bit aggressive. Unnecessary aggression too. Oh well. We'll go for the Gigavolt Havoc. Shit. It will be Onaka Cresselia. Kinda wish I went for Thunderbolt though. Although I don't think I'm using my Gigavolt Havoc for much in this game. Maybe it would have been useful against Coco, but then again I have a Landers. Maybe I should just Thunderbolt the Cresselia slot. We will get damage in the Cresselia, which is good here. And let's see what my opponent's gonna bring out. Man, I want to knock out the Shuckle Berry and put this Heatran range of Earth Power. That was pretty big for me. Let's see what my opponent's going to bring out now. Going to be that Tyranitar coming in. I'm assuming it's Heat Wave and an attack here. Man, I don't have switch-ins to this. I'm gonna protect and U-turn because I don't think this Tyranitar. Okay, I think Tyranitar might carry a weakness policy. I think I'm gonna go out into my Landers with the U-turn because I don't want Landers to take a Heat Wave, as we are gonna see Heat Wave. Could have been an Earth Power, but I didn't think it would be. Incineroar Voice, which is nice. Tyranitar gonna go for the Rock Slide. It's faster than my Incineroar, so it has speed investment. Incineroar is able to survive because of that Heat Wave miss, which is nice. So let's see what my opponent's... Let's see. Okay, if I flinched there, I would have actually been in a terrible spot. So I'm glad I get the U-turn off. Don't know if that puts in the range of the Earth Power that I needed to, but I mean, damage is going to be damage. We get Landerson. And I think I go Incineroar for my Magnezone. I gotta be careful because I do need these two Pokemon. I really do need these two Pokemon. So I can beat down my opponent's Charizard. I will go Incineroar here and we'll go for the Earth Power. I don't want to activate the weakness policy. Although it would only be at neutral. But I'm just going to throw off an Earth Power and a Heatran. I don't know if the little bit of chip damage might affect the Shucker Berry range. I'm not positive. But if it does, that's really solid. Like, if we did put in the range of where Earth Power can knock out the Heatran. So, get this Intimidate off. We'll find out what my opponent decides to go for. It will be Heatran protecting. I don't want to target the Tyranitar just yet, as Earth Power into that slot. And the Tyranitar probably just throwing off a Rock Slide. Yep. Rock Slide. So Incineroar able to eat that up. Perfectly fine. Magnezone's like a double. Man, this is still a tough game. I want to Earth Power to Heatran. I could see it switching out into Charizard though. Is that worth? Because Earth Power could go into Tyranitar. But I don't feel like the extra damage on Landis would really hurt me. So I don't know what's exactly the best play here. We're going to see the switch out into Charizard. Yep. Maybe I should have Earth Powered the Tyranitar. Got into range of Earth Power. Then I could switch out. Maybe that was the play. Yeah. I think Earth Power into the Tyranitar slot might have been better. But it protects. Okay, so I don't lose too much here. Earth Power into the... Okay, it depends on this Charizard's moveset. If it has Tailwind, it's pretty bad. I feel like you would draw off a Heat Wave, though. Go Incineroar. Gonna be a close one. Gonna be a close one. Tyranitar is -2 though, so it's really weak right now, so that's at least something. It's gonna be -4 after this turn, I believe, unless Tyranitar decides to switch out in Heatran, which probably is not gonna be the case. I don't think you would risk me going for the Earth Power into the Tyranitar slot. So Incineroar will come out, get a third Intimidate off into my opponent's side of the field. As Charizard Y, it is Charizard Y. If it is Tailwind, maybe I could fake out the Tyranitar substitute next turn. No. But even if I do that, like, Charizard will be able to break this up with the Heat Wave. Oh, wait, no. Tyranitar won't be able to knock out Magneton. I thought Magneton was lower. Okay. So, let's see. Magneton will protect here as Charizard just throws off a Heat Wave. Yep. No surprise there. Having Incineroar alive was actually a blessing in disguise. We will see the Incineroar go down here, as Rock Slide will come out and target down my Magnezone slot. Okay. Time to go my Landers here. And I think the play is to Stone Edge, to Charizard, and substitute. Tyranitar can't do much damage. I guess Tyranitar could theoretically switch out into the Heatran and Charizard protects there. But if you do that and I call that and I go for the Earth Power and the Tyranitar, that's really risky for my opponents. I'm not exactly sure. I do know I pretty much get a free substitute up. I don't see a way my opponent to prevent me from getting substitute up. I'll go for the Stone Edge. I think Tyranitar might switch out. No, it doesn't. We connect the Stone Edge too. That's fantastic. We're able to knock out the Charizard. That is a fantastic turn for me. That's absolutely fantastic. My opponent risked it all right there. Maybe thought, oh, he's a special lander, so he won't be able to threaten the Charizard. Nope, we carry Stone Edge here. And substitute will go up with my Magnezone. And I feel pretty good about my position now. Tyranitar is at -4 locked in. Crunch, Rock Slide, Protect. Probably not Dragon Dance. We're going to see the Heatran come out. And we will go for the Thunderbolt just in case it is not an Earth Power range. And we'll go out into our Tapu Bulu, sack off our Tapu Bulu right here. The problem is if Heatran gets enough recovery, but I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt will put this Heatran even after a few turns of grassy terrain into Earth Power range. So yeah, I feel pretty good about our spot. Especially with the Sun up, so the Tyranitar doesn't actually have a way to out-damage me right here. So we'll bring out the Tapu Bulu. Bring out the Grassy Surge. Let's see what my opponent's going to go for. Heat Wave going to come out. Will target down both my Pokemon. Bulu's going to go down. Unfortunately, Bulu not doing too much, but, you know, Bulu's fine. Bulu kind of did his job. Bulu did what it needed to do. Bulu going to go down. And the Rock Slide going to come out. Okay, so this flinches me. This could be bad, actually. Okay. My opponent got back in this game. It comes down to a few factors. One, does Heat Wave connect both Pokemon? Because if Heat Wave misses once, my opponent's screwed. Two, does Earth Power actually knock out Heatran? Depending on the spread on Heatran, this could actually be a knockout or not. Tyranitar is again not the threat. Do I substitute here? I think I just go for attacks in the Heatran. Like, Tyranitar's not threatening anything at all. It's at what? This Tyranitar is very sad. It's at -5 or -6. Earth Power gonna come out. No Shuca Berry on the Heatran. That's huge. I guess that makes sense why the Heatran protected turn 1, but I thought my opponent would have had Shuca Berry. Wow. Okay. That should just be the game then. Okay, it looked like my opponent didn't have an out there. Rock's not going to come out. Except maybe crit the Landis or Crunch. Magnezone flinches again, but it's not really a big deal. Maybe it is. No, the Tyranitar is still at negative something, even if I proc a weakness policy. It's at -5, yeah. So we'll go for Flash Cannon, Earth Power. I'm just really surprised my opponent just went all in with that Charizard read. I feel like there was no reason to gamble all right there. Earth Power going to target down the Tyranitar. Does a good amount of damage. It is that weakness policy set. Did call it right there. And the... what's coming out? Just a Rock Slide again. Magnezone and Voice, so that's 100% the game secured. As... yeah, that's still -3 Rock Slide. Flash Cannon will come out to Tyranitar. We'll be able to pick up the game. We were able to win. Luckily, we were able to win. Main big point was the Heat Wave miss. The Heat Wave miss was absolutely huge because it allowed me to have an extra sack for my Landers. But yeah, able to pick up a victory there. Felt like overall the matchup was going to be a bit difficult. I was hoping I could get my Tapu Bulu in at some point to deal with the Tyranitar, but it seemed like it was impossible with my opponent always having a fire type next on the field. So yeah, I guess I could have also expected the Heatran to switch on to Charizard and doubled out my Lando, and I think I had Magnezone on the field, so maybe I should just went for the Thunderbolt into that slot. The problem was I thought of Shuca Berry, so yeah, maybe I should just Thunderbolted the Charizard. I think that could have been the better play. Like, if I called the switch out, it would have been absolutely huge. I just don't remember. Did I have Magnezone out? I think I had Magnezone out, but for that entire part of the game on that side. But I can't really remember. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show your support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the size here to my channel. All that good stuff will be linked down below in the description. And you can check out the team as well if you do want to try it out. Otherwise, feel free to leave a comment as I do read them. A lot of other stuff, my social medias, check out my Twitch channel where I do live streams for VGC. Otherwise, have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.